Penny Oleksiak joins me now live from Toronto. So first of all, Penny, congratulations. How does this honor feel along with all of your others?
It feels pretty great. Thank you. Thank you.
Now, you've had such an amazing year in the pool, and just this past weekend, you took home another gold. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, we got 2 actually at Worlds, which was super fun on both the relays, the 4x50 and the 4x2, I believe. And it was super fun just to be able to race with all the girls and everything, and I honestly couldn't have asked for a better situation.
So this is just, this has just been an incredible year for you, an incredible 6 months, with Rio, the 4 medals at Rio, these medals, this honor. What's life been like for you?
Everything's been pretty normal for me. I honestly can't really complain about anything because there's like the odd person that asked me to take a photo or sign something, but other than that, everything's pretty great for me right now.
And now you've become such an inspiration for so many people, especially young people. You're the youngest person to have won this award, for instance. How does that make you feel?
It feels pretty great just because, I don't know, I never really expected myself to win any awards or any medals or anything like that. And it's kind of hard to explain just because it just means so much to me, and it all came as such a shock.
What drives you to this kind of success? What makes you just, want to compete and want to win?
I don't know. I really, really like competing. I really enjoy it. And honestly, like the training and everything, it's really tough and sometimes I hate it, but I always know that like at the end of the year, or not even the end of the year, the middle of the year, or whenever I can race, I get to do that, and I'm super grateful for having that opportunity.
Now, you're 16 years old, and so to say, what's next for you, there's so much that is possibly next for you.
Yeah.
What happens next?
I'm not really sure yet. It's kind of hard to say because I know a lot of people are always asking me about 4 years from now or 8 years from now, but I honestly barely even know what I'm doing like next week. So it's kind of hard to say what I'm going to do in the next 4 years.
And let me ask you about that because you're 16, so you're obviously still in high school. So what's it like to go, what's it been like to come back from Rio and then, become just a kid in high school?
Right now for me, it's pretty normal. Even right after Rio, it was pretty normal for me just because I guess like when I went back to school, everyone already knew who I was, and I don't think they kind of really fangirled over me or whatever it is because everyone at my school just knows me as Penny, so it's not too different for everyone, let alone myself.
Is it grounding almost to sort of be, one kid in a class of, say, 30 and just learning the same thing?
Maybe it is. I'm not sure because it's not too different for me from what I had before I left for Rio. So for me, it's just normal, and I guess it's pretty grounding just to be able to have that there and have the support from everyone from my school, but it's not like an overwhelming support.
So Penny, what do you do outside of school and outside of swimming? What are some of the favorite things that you like to do? Or do you get time to do those things?
I don't get a lot of time outside of school and swimming, but when I do, I usually just kind of hang out with my friends and we'll go get food or we'll go shopping or something. So nothing too exciting.
And in terms of your studies, can I ask you, is there a certain path that you think you want to go on in terms of the end of high school or to college or university, an area that you want to study, or have you thought about that yet?
I haven't even really thought about it because I'm still finishing up some of my like prerequisite courses like grade 10 science and math and everything. I got to finish those up because I didn't get to do them last year, but I don't know. It's going to be kind of hard when it comes down to it, but I still have a pretty long time, so I'm not thinking about that too much right now.
And so what do you think when people do think of you as a heroine, when they do think of you as such an inspiration, how do you kind of take that in, and what do you say to people when they come up to you and they you know, they want to get your autograph, or they talk to you maybe poolside and talk to you about how much of an inspiration you are to them?
It's kind of weird to hear just because you don't really see yourself as an inspiration, I guess. I mean, I don't, I get a lot of people coming up to me telling me about how I'm an inspiration to them, but for me it's a little bit weird just because I remember like a few months ago just looking up to people and like wishing I was like Michael Phelps or someone, and now people are telling me, oh, like you're gonna be the next Michael Phelps, which kind of freaks me out a little bit, not gonna lie, but it's also super awesome just to hear from people that you've inspired them to get in the pool or inspired them to do a sport or try out something new.